Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings. Now, when we left off, we had just completed a quest in Tyrosh from the Tattered Prince, and that, of course, was to take out Bloodbeard. Now, I have done a little bit of kingdom management in terms of improving our garrisons across the Iron Islands. As you may know, I am incredibly lazy when it comes to recruiting units and so forth, so I've ventured to Nagus Hall, Hammerhorn, Blacktide, and various other fiefs within the Iron Islands and sent off a couple of recruiters to various lands, and hopefully they will be able to acquire quite a considerable amount so we can make the Iron Islands more defensible if the worst were to occur. Now, as you can see here, we do have 28 Unsullied. I was able to find another 6 from the recruiter in the castle, and thankfully enough, I have also recruited some Bravosi units, because it appears that some of you do believe that the Bravosi units are incredible, and I do agree with that, because I'm not sure if you remember, but we did have some Bravosi two-handers way back, and I stated that if that fellow could survive a little bit longer, then we would have one of the most veteran units in the entire series among us. And unfortunately, in that particular battle I said that, I absolutely jinxed him and he got taken out. So that is a little bit of a shame, I must admit. But as you may have seen in the previous episode, we did get Berengar, Carver, and indeed Martin Snow a level. So I have distributed their points rather well, and speaking of Carver, we are going to be giving him a specific weapon in just a moment, but as you can see here, I have given him a point in Charisma and another point in Leadership. So what we will be doing is, once he levels to the foreseeable next level, which will be 13, we will get him 12 in Charisma and 4 in Leadership, and then we will give him the book that increases his Leadership, and then he'll have 5. So that will make him an even better leader. So, to his inventory, we are going to be giving him Bonebreaker. Oh yes, Bonebreaker for Carver is going to be incredible. I am so anxious to see how well he does with this, because as you may have seen, he doesn't really have a very high polearm skill, but I have improved that a little bit with his weapon points, as you can see here. It is a rather large disparity from his two-handed proficiency, but he will soon get it up, and it will be very proficient indeed. So, without further ado, we are now going to be heading to the quest at Illyrios, which, by the way, I was a little bit incorrect about. I thought that Daenerys would actually be located there, but apparently, according to some of you, she is not located there, but the quest to go and see her is. So I will be making my way over to Illyrios as quickly as we can, and I was actually thinking, should I give Volantis to Belakwo at the moment? That might be a good idea, actually, because then I will have all of the Iron Islands under my control, and he will have all of the Volantine lands. So, yes, let's do that. Why not? It's about time that we had a completely consolidated territory for each of us to defend. So, let us... Oh, this reminds me, I need to go and see him in person, don't I? This is going to be very difficult indeed. Okay, well, never mind. I will be heading over to Illyrios as quickly as we can, and then I may head to Volantis around here and see whether we can find Belakwo and exchange fiefs. So, I will see you once we arrive all the way over here. Oh my goodness, it's going to take quite a while. Okay, so we are almost there as the text box disappears, unfortunately, because I was actually rather proud that most of our recruiters made it back to home base, and they were able to get quite a few volunteers in their garrisons. So, yes, we're almost there. We'll just arrive at Pentos. As you can see, look at that! Recruiters are bringing so many. Okay, that is wonderful. Now, aha, that is, whoa, okay, a very large party indeed from Pentos. Not entirely sure whether I even want to take on Pentos at some point. I know I do, but yes, that's probably going to be rather difficult if they have that large an army. But nevertheless, let us now enter and speak to whoever may be within, which appears to be this fellow here. So, what are you doing here? This is the private estate of Magister Mopatis. Who is this Magister? He's one of the Magisters of Pentos, you dolt. He should be back soon, and when he's back, he'll make you regret this trespassing. But if you have urgent business with him, you can find him at the court in Pentos. Ah, all right. So it appears I do need to head over to Pentos. Well, we do need some food after all, so I suppose it would be a good idea to do just that. Whoa, okay. We have quite a lot of selection here of different bread. But yes, what can you do? Food is food, I suppose. And there we are, that will be 1,000. Not too bad. Now, let us head into the castle and hope that he is actually here. Yes, there he is! The Magister himself. Okay. Aha! Welcome, my friend. I see you just barged in without an invitation. But welcome nonetheless. What are you doing here, if you don't mind me asking? I am Elias Mormont, and I've come seeking adventure. Do you have any tasks for me? Yes, Elias, I do. I need someone to brave the smoking sea and set sail for faraway Meereen. An acquaintance of mine has taken up residence in the city, and I would dearly like to keep in contact with her. So what do you say, Elias? Are you man enough for such a journey? I will brave this smoking sea and sail to Meereen. Aha. Splendid! You'll be well rewarded, I can assure you that. Once you reach Meereen, seek out Balandra Karanes. She'll help you on your way. And just between us, if you were to bring some of your own coin with you to Slaver's Bay, you might be able to make an excellent profit, bringing back some spice. Now, sadly, my own ships are all away at sea, so you'll need to find your own way to Meereen. Oh my goodness, okay, so bring some of your own coin with you to Slaver's Bay. You might be able to make an excellent profit, bringing back some spice. Let us remember that. Let us attempt to remember that, anyway. So, where can I find a ship? Oh, no. Okay, well, travel to Volantis, which we own, which is wonderful. It lies close to Old Valyria, and you may be able to hire a ship there. Visit the tavern and see if you can find Bael Nerys. He's an old rogue, not averse to traveling past Valyria for the right price. Very well. I'll return once I've seen Meereen. There we are, The Prince and the Queen, Part 1. Let us go. Okay, so we do have a small food problem, so I will be heading down to Volantis. Let's just make sure that we are heading in the right way. And yes, there we are. We just need to check out this fellow here in Volantis, and that will be that. And that is actually pretty good, because we can head over here to where Blackwell is running around, hopefully. And now I'm just going to make sure that I don't run into any large parties of bandits, because even though one of you did state that any bandits in this area are probably going to be no match for us, I think I would like to avoid any potential conflicts just in case. I would like to do a little bit of combat, but I think maybe our destination might have a lot of that. Oh, and it appears that, as you can see here, this might actually be the fellow I was talking about before, and he doesn't seem to have too many pirates with him, but they were attempting to engage upon me before, but it seems this time around he does not have enough pirates with him. Oh, and there is Blackwell. Wonderful. Okay, so this is good. Very nice indeed. So I would like to give some troops to him, but he has 100 relation already, so giving him some troops would not necessarily benefit us too much, but it would enable him to, I suppose, defend a lot better. Okay, well, I think we might actually give him some Bravosi units. Let's give him some of these elite Bravosi pikemen, shall we? Let's give him 20 of those, maybe? Yeah, let's give him 15. I think that's probably quite a nice number right there. And anyone else we want to give him? Not particularly, I don't think. I think we might actually need our current force. So I think this should be fine. Yes, there we are. Okay, good. So let us have a look here. What do we want to do? We want to ask him something. And should we ask him about his skills? He has leveled up again. Wonderful. Okay, so let us take a look here. What do we want to level up? Well, his leadership is already 4, so that is rather nice. And what else can we get? I'd like to get him some pathfinding if possible, to be honest. Maybe some surgery as well, so maybe we should increase his intelligence? Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Let's go for pathfinding 2 points in that. Why not? Okay, so more in one-handed proficiency a little bit, and some in two-handed. Okay, so we want to ask him, in exchange for Pebbleton, Volantis. That exchange is acceptable to me, he says. It is settled then. There we are. Elias Mormont exchanged Volantis to Belacqua Mentarius for Pebbleton. Yes, not a very good trade for me, but I think it is worth it to get Belacqua patrolling around here a lot more often. So, let us now head on to Volantis and see about this quest. Okay, there we are. Very nice. So, is he going to be in the castle or in the tavern? I think a rogue is probably going to be in the tavern, so let us... Whoa, there's a huge amount of people here. Let us enter and see. Oh my goodness, this is the companion that you all told me about. That is apparently amazing. Okay, well, let's have a look here real quick, just to make sure we're not missing anyone else. Aha, that is the fellow we need to speak to. Anyone else here? Aha, Jonas. And we have a slaver and a bard. Okay, let us speak to this fellow first. And whoa, okay, he has a rather scary looking helmet, I have to admit. Mind what you say. Who are you? I am Cor, former chieftain of the Red Arrows. Keep your hands away from any weapons, and don't make any quick movements. What would it take to persuade you to serve me? Double what I've been paid. Oh my. I won't do everything you should ask for me, but any man try to kill you, he ends up dead himself. Okay, seems a fair request. 30,000. Okay, well, that's actually not too bad. Let's do it, I suppose. Yes, there we are. Okay, well, that is pleasant, I must admit. Who is this fellow? Oh, are you by any chance looking for some help? I could be. Well, as long as I can remember, I've had a weakness for pretty things, and it's gotten me into trouble, you see. Oh my goodness. Aha. Oh my goodness, I see. Well, if you guys want to read that, please pause it, and so you can read the entire paragraph. I will not read it out this time around. And, oh, okay, so he appears to be a ladies' man. Aha. Okay, well, shall we get him to join us? Maybe we should. I am a knight, and as such I am better than most with a lance and sword. Okay, very well. 1,500 silver coins, that's not too bad. We will let him join us. And should we get this other fellow here as well? Not entirely sure, because at the moment we have so many companions. Ooh, a young squire. Okay, we might want to do that. I can tend to your horse, keep the rust off your armor, and cook your dinner. And I have a thunderous voice to announce your entrance in tournaments. That is good. Okay, well, let us, I suppose, take him as well. We may as well. He's free. Whoa, okay, that's pretty good. So, let's have a look here. Anyone else? No, it appears not. So, let us speak to our contact here. And he says, Yar, what do you want? I'm Elias Mormont. Who are you? Captain Bayonaries be I, master of the Spicy Maiden, the fastest ship of this here port. Yes, that is a very drastic accent change, is it not? Okay. Towards Yunkai, carrying spices, fine wine, and ivory. We also have a cabin free, should you wish to join us. The journey is long and hazardous, and we will sail close to Valyria, but there is a great opportunity for profit. The cabin is not cheap, though. It'll cost you 5,000. Here's the coin, then. My goodness, okay. I'm spending a lot of money here. This might actually be the quest that one of you was talking about that requires a huge amount of cash. I just hope I have enough. So, let's have a look here. Yes. Oh my. No, I don't want to do it again. Okay, there we are. Phew. Didn't want to pay another 5,000. You board the ship heading for Yunkai in Slaver's Bay. The crew is a ragged and filthy bunch, foul-mouthed and lice-ridden. Upon boarding, you catch a glimpse of the slaves manning the oars. Naked to the waist, they're chained together by the ankles. The oarmaster is a big fat Lyseni, with a pale belly, who wields a large whip. When you hear the whip crack for the first time, the oars begin going up and down, and soon the Spicy Maiden is on her way. There we are. And now we should appear on the ship itself, and are we being attacked? I hope not. Well, let us speak to some of these fellows, perhaps. I would like to speak to the captain, though. Aha, yes, let us speak to him. When do we reach Yunkai? It'll be a while, Elias. We've yet to sail past Valyria. Okay. Ooh. I heard sailors talk of the doom. Can you tell me more? People say that the Doom still rules Valyria, whatever that means. All I know is that most people who venture too close to the ruins are never seen again. It is said that demons roam the great empty halls of the Dragon Lords. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. So, how are we going to wait for some time here? Do I just press tab? Okay. Whoa, those guys are not friendly. Well, let us see here. Who is this fellow? I'm busy. Apparently so. Okay, well, there we are. As the ship sails on, you notice how the northern horizon becomes increasingly red and bright, almost like a sunset. You notice the crew muttering about demons, brimstone, and the cursed ruins of Valyria. Soon the ship is engulfed in an unnatural fog, and a sharp smell penetrates the air. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think we may have to fight here soon. At some point. Maybe. Oh my goodness, it is very creepy indeed. Okay, yes, what is this unnatural fog? The curse of Valyria. Tell me more. Valyria was once connected to the mainland of Essos. When the Doom came to the Freehold, the mountains split and spewed forth great amounts of molten rock. Great earthquakes devastated the continent, and the sea came rushing in, turning Valyria into several islands. The 14 fires, the great fire mountains of Valyria, are now submerged, but still the fires burn and cause the sea to evaporate. Wow, okay. Some great lore going on here. Now, I do not believe these fellows are going to have anything else to say, so I think we will just tab forward. Sailing onwards, the ship soon leaves the smoking sea behind, and the mood of the crew lightens. As the ship passes the Isle of Cedars, a monkey somehow manages to climb aboard, and the crew takes this as an omen. Apparently a monkey aboard signals the favor of R'hllor. The effect of their cheering startles the monkey, and the morale of the crew is raised even further when it throws its excrement at the captain. Oh, how pleasant. Okay, well, I think we should speak to the captain once more. We are almost there by the looks of things, and we will be... Oh? Where is the captain? Is he down here? Yes, there he is. Okay. Yes, Elias? When will we reach Yunkai? It won't be long now. Yunkai is also known as the Yellow City. It lies on the eastern coast of Slaver's Bay, close to the island of Yaros. The Yunkai are known for training and selling bed slaves. The bed slaves learn the ways of the 7 sighs and 16 seats of pleasure. My goodness, I'm gonna buy myself one of the fair-skinned ones. Been too long since I had a woman. Well, there we are. My goodness. As the ship sails into the harbor of Yunkai, you notice a strong smell wafting off the city. It carries the usual smells of a great many people living together. Sweat, smoke, and other things, but with the additional scent of spices mixed in. As you step off the ship, you're quickly carried to the town square by the throng of people heading that same way. And we have now entered the city, I believe. Yes, we have. Wonderful. Okay, so let us explore as quickly as we can, and maybe we will find who we seek. That would be wonderful. Okay, so we have some slave soldiers here, and... Whoa, okay, this is rather large, I must admit. What an undertaking to make something so grand. Oh my goodness. I have no idea where to go either. This is going to be rather interesting. Is that fellow the recruiter? Probably not. He has the similar name, I believe. Well, nevertheless, let us adventure forth, and we will take a look over here. Alyssa of Old Town. Okay, it appears not many people like to speak to Elias. He is a very unpopular person at the moment by the looks of things. And I suppose we will just head on over here, because that appears to be where our captain is waiting. That appears to be our captain, at least. Maybe it is not. We will soon find out. Aha! Okay, well, let us speak to this fellow anyway. What does it want? I am Elias Mormont. Who are you? I am Grazdan Moeraz, one of the great wise masters of Yunkai, an envoy to the Volantines, whom I will soon visit on my errand to bring them over to our cause. Well, I think you may have quite a few issues with that, fellow, because we have conquered them in a very peaceful accord. Yes, no wars here, not at all. Which cause is that? The dragon, yes, the dragon lady has disrupted the slave trade, pillaged Meereen, and even now feasts her dragons on the flesh of newborn children. She impales anyone who defies her on spikes to die, and various other things. Even so, she is said to take a new lover each night, and those who fail to please her are fed to her dragons. She is a vile harlot, and so we Yunkai must put a stop to her ways. A great army will be gathered. The wise masters have raised many well-trained soldiers, and if the gods favor us, the Volantines will aid our cause. Well, yeah. Well, I believe he's probably talking about Daenerys here, so I would say that your cause is doomed because we have already taken Volantis from the Volantines, so I'll say that. Oh my, he was not too pleased about that. Maybe I should not have said that. Oh, maybe not. Now I'm gonna get assassinated or something. Oh my. Well, I was just telling the truth, basically, because, of course, we have taken Volantine lands from the Volantines themselves, so, that is probably not going to be too pleasant for them to see once they obviously arrive over there, but nevertheless, I think I'm probably going to be cutting away here so that I can actually find where I need to go. Maybe it's over here? Who is this fellow? No, it appears not. So, should we speak to him and see? Oh my, okay, he's not too pleased with us. So, let's take a look. Whoa, okay, that's rather pleasant. Oh yes, look at that. Oh my, okay, so I am going to be cutting away here, and I will attempt to find where I need to go. Of course, I could just use tab. Aha! I see. Oh, so we could join a caravan to Meereen or continue exploring the city. Now, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be something in the city, so I will continue exploring it off-screen, and if I find anything, then I will cut back. So I'm going to go and head down... Okay, I was going to head down the street here, but it appears that there may actually be not much to find, although... Aha! Is that so? Do you have something for me? A sword fit for a conqueror. I found it on a journey to Mantaris, where it was buried in the tomb of an ancient dragon lord. It's a Valyrian blade forged in dragonfire. Tell me more. The sword was guarded by horrible, disfigured creatures, remnants of the old freehold, but me and my companions managed to fight our way past them and reach the crypt, where I found the sword. Alas, I would rather retire than continue a life of violence, and so would like to sell the sword. Impressive. How much? Valyrian steel is expensive, but I suppose I could part with the sword for the sum of 5,000 coins. You know, I have a feeling that this sword is going to be 1 damage, or something along those lines, because you never know. These particular markets right here are rather amusing, to say the least, so I think we have probably just been taken for a ride, but nevertheless, we will be joining a caravan to Meereen instead. Okay, so, goodness me. I believe this is still the caravan, so... Yes. To you as well. My goodness. Okay. So, tab once again, I suppose. Yes. Heading onwards through the scorched canyons and flat hills that make up the greater part of Slaver's Bay, you finally see Meereen in the distance, the Great Pyramid towering above the city. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. This is pretty impressive, to say the least, and wow, that is incredible. Okay, so... Oh, here's Belandra. I believe we were told about her. I'm busy, go away. Oh yes, are you Belandra? Yes, what's it to you? My name is Elias Mormont. Illyrios sent me to seek out a friend of his. I was told you could help me get in contact with her. Ha! Didn't really tell you anything, did he? The fat man and his secrets. Bah! His friend won't be too hard to find. She's the goddamned ruler of the city. Daenerys Targaryen. Go seek an audience with her. I'm sure she'll be glad to have news from the west. What if I can't get an audience? I guess you're out of luck then. When you turn to walk towards the gate leading into the pyramid, you hear a loud shriek. Above the city you can just make out a something or other. I could not see it before it disappeared. Unfortunate. Ah, well, it appears that maybe we are talking about the dragons. The shriek may be a dragon, or potentially someone is being attacked, so I need to rush, but I am just taking my time, as is customary, and when you're in such a great place, why would you not want to take your time. Well, nevertheless, we are on a small time limit here, so let us attempt to make haste to speak to Daenerys. And now I must just say, many of your comments in one of the previous episodes stated that Daenerys was not your favorite character, or at least not one of your favorite characters. Now, I personally find her to be a favorite of mine just because of her actions in the later series, because I noticed in the first series that she is, well, let's just say rather timid. However, she does become rather warrior-like, and I do appreciate that in a woman. Well, potentially, we'll see. But, nevertheless, let us talk to the Unsullied, and nothing will occur here. How do I get in? Goodness me, I may actually have issues. Okay, well, I probably need to speak to the other fellows, do I not? So, let us head down here, and we will speak to the other guy that we saw on the side, who is standing alone, and we'll see what he has to say. Okay, not much, by the looks of things. What about this fellow over here, Zarak? Okay, not much either. Okay, what about... I was hoping that she would actually give me something to... Ah? Maybe over here. Maybe this gate is something that we can access. Maybe? No, it appears not. No, it appears... Oh, I just need to press tab, I think. Yes, that's probably going to be the solution here. Well, I'm going to speak to these fellows anyway, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yes, I am not. Okay, tab. There we are. Okay, good. Phew. I was a little bit worried there. So, request access to the throne room. Let us do that. Aha, here she is. Okay, wow. Okay, this is very well guarded indeed. Look at these Unsullied units. That is pretty incredible to say the least. So, let's have a look here. Aha! Here she is, Queen Daenerys. Aha, okay, so, and there's Grey Worm as well, of course. And we have Barristan, Kingsguard, and so forth. Okay, well, he is actually the Queen's Guard now, though, of course. So, let us speak to her. Aha. Let's have a look here. It is an honor to address you. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to lead to something else there, but no luck right there. So, let's have a look. Your Grace, Illyrio Mopatis sent me. Magister Illyrio has been a steadfast friend of me and my family. Did you bring any messages from him? No, Your Grace. He simply tasked me with making sure of your whereabouts, and humbly asks that you keep him informed of your intentions. Very well, Elias. I'll have Sir Barristan see to it that Magister Illyrio is kept aware of my intentions. Perhaps you should speak to the Lord Commander yourself. He may well have tasks for you, should you wish to continue serving me and my cause. My goodness, this is great. Okay, you stand in awe of the beauty of the last of the Targaryens. Oh yes, of course we do. So, let us now speak to Barristan himself. Aha, there we are. The Queen asked me to relay a message from Illyrio and put myself at your disposal. Very well, I'll make sure a message to the Magister is on the next ship out of Slaver's Bay. At my disposal, eh? I can't believe I have a task for you, if you're man enough to handle it. I am. Magister Illyrio originally meant for us to sail straight for Pentos, but her grace has shown her courage and wisdom and decided to forge her own path. However, should she decide to strike out for Westeros, the way would be filled with obstacles. A particularly tenacious pirate has set himself up as the Prince of Bloodstone, the largest of the Stepstone Isles. His fleet could spell great trouble for us, should we decide to sail for Westeros by sea. I need you to gather an army and dispose of him, Elias. I'll bring the Queen's justice to this pirate outlaw. Yes. Turning to leave the throne room, you once again hear a loud shriek followed by an even louder roar. Suddenly one of the alcoves is lit up by fire, I believe it said. Spoken like a true knight, it has been a pleasure, Elias. My goodness, okay, so there we are. Amazing. Wow. Okay, incredible environments, I must admit. And maybe we could head up here? I'm wondering whether her dragons are nearby, but it would be a very audacious feat to animate them, I suppose. Okay, well, it appears that there is not too much up here. I think we have some time to speak to Grey Worm, perhaps, and see what he has to say, if anything. And let us do just that. Aha, yes, no, okay, of course. So, let us press tab. Okay, so, should we visit Daznak's pit? Not entirely sure what Daznak's pit is at the moment. Oh, it's maybe the gladiator arena? It appears so. Aha, okay. Yes, who are you? I am Kraz. What is this place? Pits made for fighting. The Dragon Queen has closed the pits, though. Kraz used to sleep on silk cushions and eat liver every day. Now he sleeps on straw and eats stale bread. Oh my. Oh, I see. There's some intrigue going on there, I believe. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's also another fighter down there. So, Kaz must train. Aha, okay. So, let's have a look down here, shall we? Balakwo? Balakwo Bonebreaker? Okay. Interesting. Does he lead a double life? I know that it is spelt a little bit differently, I believe, because Balakwo, our Balakwo, is with a B-I? Or maybe I'm completely forgetting. I have no idea, but I think it is a B-I. So, nevertheless, okay, we are now going to be returning to Volantis and sailing on the ship all the way back. Now, let's have a look here. Is there anyone here I need to speak to? Probably not. No, I do not believe so. Yes, there we are. You've returned to Volantis. And there we are. A familiar sight indeed. And there is Bloodstone all the way over here. Yes, there he is. Okay, so I will be heading over there in the next episode. I do apologize for any of you that want to see a lot of combat, because of course there was none, I believe. There was none in this entire episode, so I do apologize for that. But I feel as though the quest completion is rather impressive, to say the least, and to see all of those amazing environments was, well, spectacular, to say the least. So here we are. Before we leave, we are going to take a look at the stats of Call, and whoa. Goodness me. Well, 7 in Power Strike, 7 in Iron Flesh, and 66 HP. I don't think you can ask for anything more. 5 in Weapon Master as well, 5 in Riding. Absolutely amazing. And now I suppose we could take a look at some of his, whoa, very nice armor and a great sword as well. Great, okay, and there is the mysterious sword, which we bought for 5,000. Yeah. I have no idea whether that's actually going to become something, however, so by all means, if you guys know what this becomes, if anything, then let me know in the comments or in a private message, and I will do my best to reveal its true properties. Yes, roll eyes right there. Okay, well, nevertheless, we are now going to end this episode off here. I thank you for watching, and next time we will be heading off to Bloodstone, and hopefully taking down the pirate for Daenerys. So, I will see you next time.